Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Seriously Conscious by Perspective 1111. This is a 12/12 Divine Energy Update for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Quantum Energy Update as well. I'm going to do a card pull for the collective energy for Divine Masculine and Feminine. So this is for all, whether you are a feminine or a masculine archetype. So last week on my Facebook page, I reported seeing energy headed in from a portal that opened on the 28th of November, and it was connected to the 12/12 energy, the 12/12 gateway. What I was seeing coming in at that time was some codes, some timelines, a lot of yellow with a bit of greens through the yellow, and then a really deep sea of blue as far as I could perceive at the time. I couldn't see the end of it. Most of us felt this energy on the 2nd to the 5th as we integrated it. And it would have brought forward thoughts, situations, or aspects of your life where you've been giving away your personal power. You could have been taking more notice of patterns and programs affecting you where you have been making decisions or putting up with situations where you weren't happy or fulfilled but continued in them anyway. And also bringing up some low vibration emotions in people to bring us into a more conscious awareness of them. On the 6th to the 8th, I was seeing mostly just blue. And this is like the most or the thickest that I've perceived of one energy at any given time since my sight has been perceiving energy in this way. But I could start to see purple and indigo mixing in with the latter part of the blue. And then also I could see that there were timelines and portals and other codes appearing there as well. And then these connected to orange and red energy. I feel these codes, timelines, and the attached energy may start to be integrated around the 9th to 11th, depending on your consciousness and vibration. The portals and timelines being in the middle of the energy like this, I feel is an indication of past, present, and even future timelines or lifetimes, inherited and ancestral energy, merging into the present to be cleared out. To be able to create better for ourselves, to create with more conscious awareness of ourselves, and using our personal power more wisely going forward. I feel the thickness, depth, or amount I perceived of the energy has to do with this integration and the energy being absorbed deep into the cellular structure, bringing awareness and communication through the throat and third eye chakras, which is all the blue and indigo, of power and control in relation to what we love, the connection to true self, which is the solar plexus and heart energy, the yellows and green, and then connecting all of that to these merging timelines and portals connected to the reds and oranges, the root and sacral chakra. So hitting on foundations, survival, creativity, passion, sexuality, relationships, deep into the cellular layer. So this will be pushing on things like your foundational stability, security and safety to do with what or how we create what we desire in money, in work, jobs, finances, relationships, family, partnerships, sexuality, and the reliability of those that we have previously created for ourselves. The combination of power and control, awareness, relationships, and sexuality can bring up into the awareness many patterns of emotional and mental manipulation and blackmail type energy, where we have been creating from patterns where our emotions and mental programs have been holding us hostage, as well as others that have controlled us in many ways. This can also bring up abusive and controlling patterns into the awareness. This will be bringing up more awareness of what's in your masculine energy and questioning within these areas of our reality how we created what we have created, how we have been living trapped in patterns or a world in which we have conformed and molded our life and ourself to honor what is expected of us, and also what we have accepted in an attempt to feel secure, stable, and safe, doing what we have to do because that is what it takes to survive, producing cycles of the victim and pack mentality. I feel we are being pushed to release many of the past timelines that produced entrapment and the ancestral wounds of slavery in different ways and aspects. This energy in more modern or present timelines could manifest as forms of control, abuse, manipulation, blackmail, codependency, and addictive patterns in which we feel we are entrapped or suppressed and feeling powerless to, and turn our self-judgment outward to seek approval, love, acceptance, stability, safety, etc. A large contributor to placing and measuring our worth and value by the response and rewards given to us by others, or filling ourselves with materialistic rewards as a way of gratification. This can produce keeping up with the Joneses type patterns and mentality, and addictions, whether it is a substance, or whether it's a feeling, or whether it's a material thing, as an attempt to fill an empty space in our lives where we don't feel fulfilled. This energy is to show deeper levels of where we have been more concerned about what others think, what others see, their approval, and their feelings over our own, and given away our personal power, creative expression, passion and desire, dreams and parts of our true self to others, to substances, and to material gains, in an attempt to gain acceptance, to keep others happy, to not upset the apple cart, to feel stable and safe and somewhat balanced. Using these as a form of measurement to feel loved, valued, appreciated in our family roles, work, society, relationships, partnerships, and within ourselves. Measuring our health by not so much how we're feeling, but if others notice that we have muscles, a tight butt, and thin thighs. Staying in a job we don't enjoy because of its title, its status, or to keep up with a lifestyle to keep others happy. Not pursuing what we have a passion for in favor of material gains, or because others may not approve. And staying in a dead, less than truly loving relationship out of fear of judgment, fear of being alone, letting others down, upsetting others, or fear of financial loss. Staying in an emotionally, mentally, and even physically abusive situation and filling ourselves with substances, all to fill that space and fear of not being enough in some way. We just won't cut it on our own, not receiving what we need to feel whole or safe. Overall, ways in which we are not trusting our inner truth, ultimately, and honoring our deeper knowing. Things we have been getting the nudge to let go of and move on from. And the fear, since we are unable to see the full outcome of what will fill that space or replace it. Not trusting we will find something so much better. There is a big push to let go, to trust your intuition and reclaim your personal power through aligning to your truth and honoring your own desire. What is being pushed into your conscious awareness and to take action to make the changes? An opportunity for big transformations, to be able to create something better from a higher consciousness of your truth and self as we move forward. As we move through the month, this will be coming up in waves from what I was seeing. I feel there'll be a really big grand finale push to close out and push out as much of the lower frequency prior energy as possible, to make commitments and better choices to transform as the energy pushes us into the full moon in Capricorn, hitting deeper layers of codependencies and addictions that are part of these patterns and keeping us enslaved into the eclipse energy to eclipse them out. These waves and this energy is big. It's very high vibration and it's strong. And it will be hitting different people at different times and intervals. This can bring up many low vibration thoughts and emotions to bring in self-realizations such as shame, guilt, resentment, anger, fear, regrets, jealousy, envy, loss, grief, control, self-worth and esteem, criticism, and so on. All these really low energies an attempt to become aware of, to recognize and purge them out and let them go. There can be physical manifestations of these energies and patterns in your reality, in your family dynamics especially, or those closest to you and around you. You may see some very physical ways in which this will purge out. This energy at its core, with the portals and merging of these timelines, is clearing deep inherited and ancestral vows, contracts, karma, and curses within the bloodlines that brings with it opportunity to bring back lost aspects of our soul. The return of soul fragments that have been lost, left behind, broken away during many traumas to be reintegrated. Bringing in for us more of our authentic truth and ability to acknowledge and honor more of our true self, passion and purpose. Opening more of the crown chakra, the violet energy, increasing connection to the divine, God, source, creator, the universe, all that is, and attempting to balance that judgment. Since this is hitting deep in the cellular layers, this can bring up physical symptoms of ascension. Things like sleep disturbances, with a hard time falling asleep, or waking in the night and trouble falling back asleep, headaches, blood pressure or weighted feeling, eye strain or blurry eyes, ear ringing or tones, short, sudden deafening sensations, earaches, earwax, sleep disturbances, excess tiredness, groggy voice, coughing, dry mouth or sticky lips, mouth sores, sinus congestion, sore throat, jaw pain, toothaches, neck aches, heart palpitations, tummy aches, digestive changes, excess gas, nausea, and in worst cases, vomiting, food sensitivity, itchiness, strange rashes, really dry skin, strange sores, tingling in different areas of the body, excess sweating, extreme heat or feeling of burning up, and a sudden cooling down feeling of movement on the inside in different areas of the body, depending on your sensitivity, and skin crawling sensations. You can also feel pinches and or pricks, short stab sensations, or a dull ache in different areas. You can also experience significant inflammation in joints, and past injuries can flare up, as well as an increase or decrease in sexual appetite. And I'm sorry, ladies, but yeah, feminine cycle issues. This is hitting deep in cellular layers. So if you have any trapped energy, any of this energy that needs to go, any issue, you will know it. This energy will wave in and out over the next few weeks, and for some, sporadically over the next few months. Ultimately, this is aiding and bringing in more freedom, shifting deeper layers, freeing you from certain karmic patterns, past vows, curses, and contracts related to slavery type energies that create patterns, and assisting in aligning you more with your purpose, mission, truth, heart, soul self, and expanding you into a higher consciousness. All the chakras, from what I have seen, are represented at some point, so I feel this month carries like a rainbow type activation and a chakra reboot, a boost in clearing and upgrading of the main chakras for all, activations of the 12 chakras for those who are ready, and lots of expanding in many ways. Also skills activating and or expanding. I also feel this is going to be a big push for waking up even more of the collective, and we'll start seeing evidence of this start manifesting in late February to mid-April. And clearer awareness overall, aligning in more active ways to your purpose. So I've received 3 or 4 messages on this energy to top off what I was seeing, all reflecting this, taking back your power, letting go, trusting and doing what is right for you. Among them were 2 songs. So normally I would put a link, but having a link to any song may be considered appealing to children. So with the new COPA laws and FTC thing going on with YouTube, I won't be putting links anymore. So I'll just be telling you them. And if you choose to look them up, wonderful. You Don't Own Me by Grace. I think Leslie Gore sang it years ago. And I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. In regards to the significance of 3s this month, the power of 3 will set you free. We have 1212, 333, 33 combinations coming out the yin and the yang. Ha 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 ha. The numerical symbolism of 3 this month is huge, guys. 3 representing the divine masculine and divine feminine in union with the divine. As I started my notes for this update earlier this week, as I wrote down the date, 28/11, that I noticed the gateway open, I got a nudge and the number 12. My 3D mind thought for a second and said, no, not 28/12, 28/11 it opened on. Yeah, no, I'm right, 28/11. And then I got the nudge again. And then I got it. I hadn't noticed, but 28/11 is 12. It adds up to a 12 in numerology. Add the year to that, 2811, 2019, and we have 1212. Crazy. Go figure. The energy for 1212 started on a 1212. The energy peaks on 12-12-12, which is a 333, and will be even more amplified by a full moon in Gemini, the sign of the twins, which happens at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, the healing asteroid Chiron turns direct on 12:12. This is creating a culmination of 3 12:12s on that one day. That is huge energy, guys. This is followed by the winter equinox, 12-21-12, another 333 in the sign of Libra, justice, balance, and harmony. This is where I feel there's either going to be an unleashing of energy, or we're going to start receiving energy as a big push towards and into the eclipse time and energy, to eclipse out the old, pushing deeper on those codependencies and addictive patterns, entrapment behaviors, slavery type feelings attached to this energy. And falling on that same day is a new moon in Capricorn, about goal-oriented, hard-working, and intention-setting energy for the new you. And this new moon in Capricorn happens yet again at 12:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then that energy bringing us into the new year and new decade in these higher vibrational energies. Like, that's wow. It's mind-blowing, all the 12:12s we have. The intensity of this first wave of the energy was measured in Gaia's response to this energy on the 6th of December, when the shamanic resonance of the earth spiked from her resting peaceful 8.78 megahertz to a crazy 158 megahertz. Many of you would have felt this increase in the earth's vibration as ringing in the ears, or tones, or a sudden deafening sensation, or as a sudden onset of extreme increased body heat as your vibration was suddenly pushed up, and a jolt of increased intuition and spiritual connection that day. This also could have brought up a flood of self-realizations, as well as some aches and pains. I believe this intensity will increase throughout this month. But I'm excited to discover what awesome and amazing stuff is going to start manifesting for us in these higher vibrations that are available to us now, and hearing what great things are coming for each and every one of you. So I'd love to hear back from you guys, make some comments, get in touch, and let me be the first to wish you all, with much love and light, now and always, Happy New Earth, New Year, everyone. And as always, I'm sending you love and light for your journeys. So let's pull some cards. Oh my God, I left those cards out. Oh my gosh, look what I did. I left these out. I put them out to set up the camera, making sure like where I could see from. I tried to raise this up a bit so it wasn't so flat, so the cards kind of came up to the camera a little bit, kind of giving you guys maybe a better look at the cards. I don't know if it'll work, let me know. So, but we'll pull some cards. I'm going to pull a few for the masculine, a few for the feminine, a few for the union energy. Let's see what's going on. All right. All these cards were pre-shuffled, but Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Union Energy, please. My throat chakra's been a bit groggy the last couple of days. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Union Energy, please. Here. Second one out was here. Third one out was here. Okay, so Uriel, the Angel of Flame, this is about passion. It's about desire. It's about being consumed with passion and desire. This is the flame stripping down to the bare flesh. This is getting more in touch with your desire, your passion, your creativity. Came out for the masculine. The feminine, we have Remiel, Angel of Visions. This is all about positive outlook. It's about knowing things are going to get better, trusting things are going to get better. Even if you can't see the end of the road or what is behind the corner, you are being asked to turn, trusting and taking the action and turning that corner, knowing and understanding that things are going to get better, remaining positive, envisioning great things coming your way. And then for the Union Energy, we have Istibus, Angel of Divination. This is the calling. This is signs and divine timing. This is awareness of seeing those signs and the curiosity building around them. Knowing a feeling that there is something greater and there is something bigger at work or in play. So let's get some clarification on these cards. Let's see, what do I want to use? Let's go with the Gilded Tarot. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, interesting. Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords for the Divine Masculine there. Let's get two for the Feminine. Two for Remiel, please. Knight of Pentacles. and the Ten of Swords. 2 for the union energy, please. Six of Pentacles. And the Moon. Okay. So the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands here for the Divine Masculine. So this is passion, desire, creativity with the Queen of Swords. So being able to discern more clearly things that you are passionate about. It goes very well with Uriel, the angel of flame, which is about stripping down. This can actually even be trying to get a handle on anger and resentment. The lower vibrations that are coming out are allowing for the truth to be seen on what your dreams and desires and passions are, that you haven't been honoring them, or where you haven't been honoring them. This can be that happening here in the masculine energy. This can also be seeing the truth in your passions and your dreams and your creativity. This can be trying to control and discern why you are so frustrated and angry in a particular situation. But this could also be as well you seeing the truth of what you are passionate about, what you love, where you want to be creative, and seeing where you have been where that has been held hostage, where you have not been allowing that to be expressed or unleashed in any way here. That's amazing the way that came out, because that's exactly the energy that is coming up and purging here from within the inner masculine with the 12-12 gateway. The energy is pushing on for the release of passions, of where we've suppressed that creativity, right? Like what I was saying in the energy, where we have gotten stuck in patterns and not honored our own feelings, our own truth, our own creativity. And this is it right here. So this can, as it's purging out, especially in the masculine energy for the masculines, because the masculine is a very take action energy. This is what I meant by there can be in the family dynamics and relationship dynamics right now, if there is stuff going on, if there is stuff that is not aligned with the truth, if there's anything going on in the relationship or has been going on in the relationship where one is suppressing the other or in some kind of control, or there's issues that haven't been addressed, it can be coming up, and there could be some cat scraps happening. In all honesty, things can get pretty ugly with this energy, and this could be about discerning and trying to control this. The Queen of Swords is very controlling. This can also be somebody in your environment who is suppressing and controlling the masculine in some way, shape, or form. And for the feminine here, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles going the opposite direction to the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is, it's the end of a cycle, and it's about thoughts. So where you have been overthinking, or where you have been consumed trying to figure something out, coming to an end. And it's in relation to movement in the physical, taking action in the physical, and this is going the opposite direction. So where you have been trying to take action within the physical, it's actually going towards the masculine, the way I've set the board up here. So where you have been trying to use your masculine energy to bring about something, and it hasn't been, this is like being stuck in the mud, right? It's been slow going. It just hasn't been coming together for you. Or this literally could be a connection with another person, with your masculine, that hasn't been coming together. There's been absolutely no movement, no sign of movement, no communication, no nothing. There's some kind of cycle here to do with the physical, trying to figure out how to get something to work in the physical, or not being able to see something working in the physical, that could be coming to an end here. And so what you envision, this is with the Angel of Visions. So things that you have envisioned for yourself, this maybe this loving, equal, balanced, harmony relationship that you want to manifest and haven't been able to. It's been stuck. You've just been overwhelmed with thought, thinking, visualizing, knowing something better is coming, but it hasn't moved yet. There's something coming to an end here in regards to that. Being stuck, nothing happening in the physical, something coming to an end in some way, shape, or form. And in the union energy here, we have, don't fall down. We're thankful and we're grateful and we're blessed. The Angel of Divination here. So seeing signs, having belief, and then we have in relation to that the Six of Pentacles with the Moon. So the Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's this literally could be finances too. It doesn't have to be a relationship. So where maybe you were struggling to create some kind of financial flow for you, there's some kind of cycle coming to an end, feminine. So, but in the union energy here, we have this divination. So this could be where you haven't been able to see how to create a flow of equal balance, of give and take, of harmony. It's been hidden with the Moon. You haven't been able to see how to do it, but you've been having faith, or faith is increasing for you on how to create this. Something is coming out. Something is coming out that has been hidden, that has to do with unfairness in some way, shape, or form. There's some kind of, there's signs, you're going to start seeing signs to do with this. You're going to start noticing things starting to shift in some way. The Divine Masculine, please. Actually, you know what I think I want to use instead? We'll go use these in a second, but I think I want to use this first. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Union, please. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and Union. creation for Divine Masculine. One for Divine Feminine, please. Expansion. And one for the Union energy. Service. Wow. Gosh, it always amazes me. Spirit amazes me so much. I saw that. Impartiality. So balance, trying to figure out how to be impartial, lack of judgment. I saw that. I'm going to pull that. So here in the Divine Masculine, we have creation that came out, which is really interesting. The Queen of Wands is also creative energy, right? It's your inspiration, it's your passion, it's your fire, it's your drive, it's your sexuality. The creation energy is 0 point. It's that point back at the very beginning, stripping down the fire, burning everything away, stripping down to the truth of what you have created and whether it's aligning with what you really do want to create, what you want for yourself in some way, shape, or form. So in the masculine energy, which is the action energy, really getting in touch. Look at all the feminine energy here in the masculine. Look at that. The divine feminine energy coming in, bringing in her awareness, bringing in her truth on what he has been creating or how he has been creating something that is revealing passion and creativity. It's revealing there's a lot going on here in this masculine energy. The masculine is really being ripped down right now. The feminine energy coming in to reveal where things have been out of balance for him, where he has not been aligning and creating, where he has not been honoring his passion. In the feminine energy here we have expansion. This is awareness. This is also skills, spiritual communication, expanded consciousness, understanding, clarity. So this is this 10 of Swords, this overthinking and not knowing, not being able to figure out what to do in order to get something going here in the physical, whether it's a relationship or whether it's finances. Having the vision, knowing what it is you want, but not being able to put it together for whatever reason. There's understanding, there's clarity, there's communication coming in to be able to put it into action, to be able to create what is aligned with your desire based on the truth, being able to discern what was the problem here. So this is also like service. It's about helping others and being of worth and stuff to others, but this is also about purpose. It's giving you a purpose. And so in the spiritual energy here, we have balance and harmony, seeing beyond illusion, equal give and take, finding your worth and value and purpose, seeing your divinity and feeling your divinity more in the union energy right now, which is helping the feminine energy expand and seeing where she has not been able to take some sort of action, to be able to now create and take action, discern the truth of her passion, of her desire, of her purpose. And for the masculine, the same thing in the union energy here, starting to connect more with his creativity and his passion and his purpose, and starting to see why he has not been, starting to see either situations where that aren't serving him, that he's just not in the vibration of anymore, that aren't any good for him, and now starting to be able to discern what he wants to create through this awareness and through this divinity that is coming in the union energy. So let's see here. Let's get some messages. Messages for twin flames, please. What am I going to use? Let's go with the Angels of Abundance. We'll get one of those. So overall message for twin flames, please. Overall message. We have unlimited ideas and conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply, and you purchase only that which you need. So this is about letting go of things that don't serve you, okay? It's about being conscious for your own thoughts, being conscious of your own feelings, being conscious of your own needs overall as a general message. Yes, this card very particularly pertains to material world products, and that is a part of the message, but the overall message is just about being conscious on the energy that you bring into your life, bring into your world in all ways, shapes, and forms. So the energy you allow in mentally, the energy you allow in emotionally, the energy you allow in physically. So it's about eating well. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about paying attention to what you feel and paying attention to what you think, being conscious in all that you do. And then we have unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So again, about trusting your inner self, trusting your guidance, trusting your nudges, and taking action and aligned with them. Really being in your heart means that you take action on what you feel and what feels right for you, that you don't try and rationalize it, that you don't try and idealize it and make it fit, that you literally follow what you feel is right for you. And therefore, being connected more with your divinity, being connected more with your vision, being connected more with the infinite universe that God is, because God is expansive. The universe is expansive. There's no end, there's no limit, there's no boundaries. Putting a boundary on what you allow yourself to create is what interferes and suppresses your purpose, your passion, your ability to create. So again, expansion, allowing yourself to expand and change and evolve. Raise your vibration and face your shadow. So whatever is coming up for you, try and stay in the most positive light. Try and look for the lesson in everything. That's how you expand your consciousness, is when you are not dwelling in what comes up, but you are being aware of it and seeing the lesson or the reason for it. That's how you know you are ascending. That's how you are truly raising your vibration and expanding your consciousness, by facing your shadow, by confronting your fears and taking action on them, being aware of them. Let's get an Ascension card, and I'll pull you guys an Atlantis card and close it out. Paul the Venetian. The great master Paul is Crowan of the third ray. He lifts people's spirits and sets their souls free to create beauty and inspiration through music, art, and also in practical ways. Again, we've got creativity here, guys. This card encourages you to communicate your essence by writing, painting, or in any heartfelt manner. Call on Master Paul to help you express your visions, and he will co-create them with you. These visions will hold such light that people will be touched by them, thereby accelerating the plan for Earth. Paul carries the flame of liberty and is helping to set you free. Your affirmation: I express myself creatively and harmoniously. So a little Ascension advice there, a little Ascension tip there, to call on Paul the Venetian to help you clarify your purpose, and express your creativity. Get in touch with your creative power in some way or shape or form, whatever that is for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be your job. It can be a hobby. It can literally be the way you raise your children. It can be volunteer work. It doesn't have to be your job. Your purpose is more about bringing something that you create into the world, bringing something that is inspiring and uplifting in some way. If you enjoy painting, paint, plaster them all over the house, give them away as gifts. There's going to be healing power in that, in whatever it is you create for somebody in some way, shape, or form. Okay? I'll get an Atlantis card. Them out the way. Or Twin Flames 2012. Twin Flames 2012. For Twin Flames 1212. Advice, please. It's too many advice. That's a whole year's worth of advice. And we have wateralization. Wateralization. The Magi, and some specifically trained priests were able to manifest items from the spiritual realms. First, they achieved total clarity about what they wanted. Then they focused on the most intricate details of this vision and were able to hold in their mind. And were able to hold it in their mind because everything is made up of energy. They could draw the pure energy of the higher dimensions into the denser vibration and fashion it into the physical object. This power was used to serve the people. Manifest your vision. So this is again about staying in your vision, understanding your divinity and your power, your creative power, aligned with your inspiration, your passion, being able to discern what that is, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing your divine, coming out from behind the hidden illusion of that to find your purpose and be able to manifest and put an end to this overthinking, put an end to what it is you couldn't figure out, feeling like you were stabbed in the back. This is not working for me. Opening your mind, being able to expand and create with purpose, consciously knowing what energy you're bringing in and allowing yourself to soar, allowing yourself to expand in creativity, in ideas, bringing in Paul the Venetian, asking him for assistance to help you create, staying on the positive side, looking on the positive side, keeping yourself positive and facing your fears, pushing past your fears in order to be able to create from a different place, having them burn up, keeping your vision and knowing that you are divine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thanks again. And I look forward to hearing any feedback or comments on the quantum energy report and the reading. And I'm sending you so much love and light for your journey. And once again, happy New Earth, New Year. Have a good one, guys. Bye.